Are you dreaming of more space, less traffic, and a home that doesn't feel like it's stacked on top of your neighbors? Lovettsville may be exactly what you're looking for, or it might not be. Because here's the truth. Most people searching online have no idea what Lovettsville is actually like. In this video, I'm sharing everything you need to know about Lovettsville so you can decide if it's the right fit for you. Coming up next. I'm Jason Fiala, Northern Virginia real estate expert and your go-to relocation guide. I live here, I work here, and I've helped countless people like you figure out whether Lovettsville is the right move or a hard pass. If you're even thinking about moving here, this video could save you from a lot of surprises, good and bad. Let's get into it. Lovettsville is tucked up in the far northwestern corner of Loudoun County. We're surrounded by open land, bordered by Jefferson County, West Virginia to the west, and just a few minutes from the Maryland state line to the north. From Lovettsville, it's about 14 miles to downtown Leesburg, the nearest major hub, and roughly 50 miles to downtown DC. Now, depending on when you hit the road, you're looking at about an hour to downtown DC, but during heavy traffic, that number stretches to 90 minutes or more. Here's the workaround. Many people use the MARC train. It's a commuter train with a station just across the Potomac River in Brunswick, Maryland. It's a 5-minute drive from Lovettsville, and from there, you can ride straight into Union Station in DC. That one feature alone makes Lovettsville viable for commuters who want the rural lifestyle without giving up their DC job. But you're not going to have access to buses or other public transportation here. Ordering an Uber can be problematic as they aren't always available in our area. Needless to say, this town is extremely car dependent. Let's talk size. Lovettsville has a population of approximately 2,700 people. This isn't a suburb trying to turn into a city. This is a town that's made it very clear it wants to remain rural, open, and small scale. Growth here is deliberate, the zoning laws are strict, the planning is intentional, and the town council has shown a strong commitment to preserving the rural character here. If you're comparing this to places in eastern Loudoun County like Ashburn, Aldie, or Brambleton, where development has exploded, Lovettsville offers a refreshing contrast. The payoff is fewer crowds, quieter streets, and a sense of a place that hasn't been watered down by overdevelopment. Lovettsville isn't going to hand you convenience on a silver platter, and that's part of the appeal for people who choose to live here. We have a new co-op grocery market in town center, convenient for everyday staples while focusing on providing locally sourced food and products. For full shopping trips, most people drive to Brunswick, Purcellville, and Leesburg, all within 15 to 25 minutes. If you're short on time, we have a 7-Eleven in town, which carries all the daily essentials. You'll find a few local gems here. 1836 Kitchen and Tap Room is great for casual meals, catching up with neighbors, and occasionally live music. Market Table Bistro offers an elevated farm-to-table experience that surprises people who think small town means limited food. Andy's Pizza, always packed with families after youth sports games and school events. And a handful of other restaurants including Thai, Indian, and Mexican cuisine. I should also mention the Backstreet Brews, which is our go-to coffee shop in town. No drive-through, no point system, just good coffee and a staff that knows your name. That's the tone here, personal, not corporate. Lovettsville hosts annual events such as Mayfest, Oktoberfest, and several holiday celebrations. The town green is family-friendly and has countless activities throughout the year, mainly during the warmer months. You get everything from live music, movies up on the big screen, trick-or-treating, and much more. There are a few bars in town that double as restaurants, including 1836, Velocity, and El Pateo. In addition, there's a handful of local wineries and breweries close by. Flying Ace, my personal favorite, a farm distillery and brewery, is a community favorite for drinks, barbecue, and outdoor entertainment that is kid and adult friendly. Lovettsville Community Park is over 90 acres of trails, sports fields, a dog park, and open space. There's also the Lovettsville Community Center across the street that offers indoor and outdoor basketball courts, a gym, an outdoor pool, a playground, and a tennis/pickleball court. If you're into fishing or just being near water, you're less than 10 minutes away from the Potomac River. Tubing and kayaking are popular activities during the summer here. If you're into hiking, the Appalachian Trail is only 20 minutes west. You're never far from real outdoor living. Lovettsville Square is home to a variety of personal services. You have a family medical practice, a chiropractor, a salon, a nail spa, a 24-hour gym, a pharmacy, and more. There's also a dental practice within walking distance, making Lovettsville convenient despite having limited options. Now, for what people really want to know about the real estate market. As of the time of this recording, the median home price in Lovettsville is around $707,000. That's up 3.2% from last year, even with market conditions cooling in other parts of the country. Compare that to the Loudoun County median, which is sitting at $775,000. That price gap matters, especially when you factor in how much more land and space you typically get in Lovettsville. One thing to mention is that almost every home in Lovettsville is a single-family property. Very few townhomes or duplexes exist here. There is a small community of condos nearby, but those are restricted to individuals who are 55 plus. Most neighborhoods in Lovettsville were built within the last 20 years. Those on the older side of that range include Lovettsville Town Center, Kings Ridge Estates, and Dutchman's Creek, where our family lives. The newest community is Caskey Farm, which features houses like this one here. Expect 4 to 5 bedrooms, modern layouts, open kitchens, and basements, often on quarter-acre to 1-acre lots. Prices range from the low to mid-600s for smaller houses in these neighborhoods up to the $1.3 million range, with most falling in between. Square footage, lot size, and upgrades are key factors as you would expect. Closer to the center of town, you'll find early to mid-1900s style ranchers, colonials, Cape Cods, and more. There are even several 1800s farmhouses. Some are beautifully renovated, others are waiting for a buyer with a vision. Pricing varies widely from the mid-600s to the $1 million plus range, especially if the home sits on several acres. Perhaps you want a smaller home with less square footage and a smaller yard? You'll be happy to know that Lovettsville offers that style as well. There's a 1950s 2-bedroom, 1-bath with 720 square feet near downtown currently pending for only $425,000. I point this out so you know that there's more than just traditional houses. This is where Lovettsville stands out. You can still find 5 to 20-acre parcels with or without existing homes. And it's not uncommon to land a fully updated home with acreage for under $1.5 million, which is becoming nearly impossible in the rest of Loudoun County. As mentioned earlier, zoning is strict here. The town wants to preserve the remaining farms and larger plots of land. Subdividing isn't all that common, so if you plan to buy a farm property or something with considerable acreage, don't expect that you can divide it up and resell. Always talk to the county first. Loudoun County is known for its high cost of living. We are 47.9% higher than the national average. Beyond the purchase price of your home, here are some of the average month-to-month expenses to consider. Utilities average between $500 to $600 a month for a 2,500 to 3,000 square foot home. That includes gas, electric, water, sewer, trash, and internet. Utilities can also vary based on which part of town you live in. If you live in a non-HOA neighborhood or one that's further from town limits, you'll most likely be on a private well and septic and have a propane tank for gas. Gas prices are usually around 10 cents cheaper per gallon than in areas closer in, like Ashburn or Reston. Groceries run above national average, maybe about 5 to 8% higher, mostly due to fewer shopping options and longer supply chains. Childcare is one of the few pain points here. Options in town are limited, and many parents look to Purcellville or Leesburg. Expect to pay at least $1,600 to $1,800 a month for full-time daycare in those areas. Property tax in Loudoun County is currently 0.008% of assessed value, so on an $800,000 home, your annual tax will be about $6,400. Lovettsville families are served by Loudoun County Public Schools, ranked the 4th best public school system in the state of Virginia. Lovettsville Elementary is in town, it's highly rated and community-driven. Harmony Middle School, located in Hamilton, is about a 20-minute drive. And finally, Woodgrove High School in Purcellville is also top-rated with strong academic and sports programs. If you're looking for private schools, expect a commute. Most options are in Leesburg or beyond, so be prepared for longer drives of at least 30 minutes. Let me give it to you straight. Lovettsville isn't for everyone, and that's not a negative, that's clarity. It's a great fit if you want land, space, and actual privacy, you work remotely or only commute a couple days a week, you're looking for a small town community and a slower pace of life, you value your peace more than access to Target and Chipotle. It's not ideal if you rely on public transportation daily, you want nightlife, retail options, or walkability to major conveniences, you need quick access to big box stores or entertainment venues. This is not a plug-and-play suburb. It's intentional living with all the pros and trade-offs that come with it. The town center is expanding. We've got a few more shops, businesses, and homes on the way, but don't expect a major transformation. Lovettsville is doubling down on its identity, rural, open, and community-centered. The goal isn't to become the next Brambleton. The goal is to stay Lovettsville, and that's what draws people in. You can drive in any direction and won't see a traffic light for at least 10 minutes. So what's the real story? Lovettsville offers something rare in Northern Virginia: more land, more home, more peace. And all of that is within striking distance of major job centers like DC, Tysons, and Reston. If you're considering Lovettsville or other areas in Northern Virginia and want to know which truly fits your lifestyle, I'd be happy to help. I'm here to give you clarity so you can make the right move. Drop your questions in the comments below or reach out to me directly over the phone, text, email, whatever works for you. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.